Viero, author of Unleash Your True Athletic Potential. And today we want to talk a little bit more about some of the psychological components involved in achieving your true athletic potential. So it's said that there are basically three different ways in which you can operate at your very best. So some athletes operate best when they're kind of in an aggressive state. So in other words, when they're really, really amped and kind of want to go after the competition. Some athletes operate best in kind of a calm state, and some operate in what we would call kind of a distracted state, where they may look kind of like they're joking around and laughing and kind of enjoying some time with their teammates, but really that's sort of their method for focusing. So what Tori Nyberg suggests, and I think she's wonderful, is that basically you have to find exactly where you operate best as an athlete. So it helps if every day you kind of track your level of stimulation. In essence, you create a scale of 1 to 10, and 10 is being super, super aggressive, and basically you want to rip the competition's throat out, and 1 being like kind of almost you're ready to go to sleep. And most people kind of operate best somewhere in the middle. But she says if you're kind of tracking your optimal level on a day-to-day basis, just in your practice and prior to game situations, then basically what you can do is you can get to that place all the time, even in your practices. And that way you know that you're emulating your game situation. So me personally, when I compete, I probably operate best at a 7 or 8. But when I work with clients, I operate best in kind of what they would call that almost like distracted seeming state. I'm very focused, but I like to kind of, keep it light with my athletes. I like to make them have a good time because I know that that's what's going to want them to come back, want to make them practice more. So I know exactly at this point how to get to my optimal level. Now, if I were a 10 when I went into competition, that would be bad because then I would almost be too nervous, too uptight. So Tori says one of the best ways, if you know you operate best at a 7 or 8 and you're a 10, okay, now do some deep breathing, do some meditation, go see someone about hypnosis. That's the reason I became a certified hypnosis. I find it incredibly effective. If you are the opposite, and you think, oh geez, I'm only at a 1 or a 2 here, and I know I need to be a 5 or a 6 to operate at my very best. Well, okay, then what you have to do is you have to listen to some music that's going to pump you up. You have to talk to your teammates. You have to listen to some inspirational stuff. And these are ways in which we can work on our psychological aspect of performance on a day-to-day basis. And you don't even have to be an athlete to apply these techniques. Even if you work in a boardroom or wherever you work, you can still optimize your performance just by applying these simple tips. Enjoy!